commiserate with us as we sorta rhapsodize about being calendar dumb. It's not just middle age and menopause doing this. We've always been messes. Welcome to Pitney and Amelia's Bitchen Boutique.
We may be awful, but
we're right.
Oh God, I have the heater on over here. I'm freezing. And you know me, I'm never freezing, but it's cold, it's damp.
Oh, I've been freezing a lot.
And I'm just like freezing. When I was outside with the dog, I was like, hurry the fuck up because I want to go inside.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I've been, I think ever since I've gotten on that, the medication to regulate my body temperature, the thing that works for hot flashes, I find myself to be just a little cold most of the time, which I hope lasts until summer. Because in the winter time, we have, on our couch, there's where there's the place to plug in your phone, and there's, the button for the recliner, but there's also a thing on the couch, not the chair, because I know you were sitting in the chair a lot, in Loki's chair. Too bad Loki's chair doesn't have this, but there's like a massage feature, and there's a heat. And I will turn on the heat just for a little while I'm sitting there, just to take the edge off. Because I don't want it to be warmer in the room. I just want it to be warmer where I am.
Yeah.
And I don't want to put on a fucking sweater. I mean...
Oh, I know, because that's so old lady.
I mean, I love a cardigan. I do love a cardigan. But it's a bit much. And as soon as I put it on, now I'm too hot and I have to take it off. It's being old. Oh, but, in addition to other things about, being menopausal and whatever, my brain never worked great before. I've always been a little squirrel, a little, shiny objects or whatever. I'm even worse at concentrating now, but I literally just a couple hours ago realized something that I did that was so stupid. When I bought my new calendar for the year, I bought it similar to last year's but different, and I love the artwork. I love all the little information around the edges. I think I sent you some pictures about cool stuff along the sides, but I had glanced after I turned it to February. I was on a call. I was like trying to schedule an appointment, and I'm glancing over at my calendar and I'm thinking, wait, what day is the 8th? What day is the whatever? I was confused.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'll look at that later. And I used the calendar on my phone instead. But that's kind of been in the back of my head. And it's been a couple times since then that I'd look over there and go, man, something is just wrong. Something is not okay about this calendar. And I leaned in and I'm like, nope, according to my phone, February started on a Sunday. And over there, it's on Saturday. Like the 8th was Saturday and not Friday. And I'm like, the fuck is happening? And so just today, I was like, because I kept thinking, well, they couldn't have just fucked up February. That's weird. Yeah. So I took the calendar down, went and I looked at January, and January was fucked up too. So I looked at the cover. It was a 2025 calendar.
Oh,
and I want to make it clear, I didn't buy this calendar until like the second week of January.
Oh,
and somehow they must have been so thrilled that someone ordered last year's calendar.
Oh, shit.
Because I even went back and...
Are you still going to use it, just being aware that you're one day off? Or...
No, because I use it for things like the phases of the moon. All of that's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed. But god damn it, I mean, beautiful pictures.
Did you order it off Amazon?
No, but I did have an email.
Because I was going to say, if you ordered it on Amazon, you could return it and get a refund, you know.
I mean, it's not like I write in my calendar that's on the wall, but I went and even looked in my emails, like my, your order's been received kind of email. And I looked closely at it and I'm like, nope, it says right there, 2025 calendar, you dumbass.
Oh my God.
I mean, I when I was in college, I graduated with honors. I was in the gifted program in school. It's like, but my brain no work because trauma and menopause and whatever. God damn it.
Oh my God, that totally sounds like something I would do.
I mean, it's a beautiful calendar. I cannot fully express how beautiful the picture for February is. It's an owl sitting next to a lantern, and then the moon is behind it, and it's all these little tree branches coming in all around it, and it's gorgeous. Just fucking beautiful. I'm a dumbass.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you remember, but it was last year, maybe last spring.
I don't know. Last spring I had a lot going on.
The year that Green Day was doing that big tour where they performed all of Dookie and then all of American Idiot.
Right.
Anyway, I had tickets to go up to San Francisco to see that.
Okay.
I completely forgot about it until the day after.
Oh, no.
And I had a fucking ticket.
Oh, no. And that's...
Do you remember that?
Oh, my God.
And it was like a $90 ticket.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Where the hell were they playing in San Francisco?
It was at whatever blah, 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 atrium in Golden Gate Park. So it was outdoor.
Oh, ooh, nice. Oh my God.
But yeah,
God damn it.
I had a ticket. I completely fucking forgot about it until the next day.
Well, there was the time, you might have been, no, you weren't in Guatemala yet. I don't know. There was a time that there was one of those one-day Star Trek creation cons in town, and I only remember, I just remember, now I'm realizing now that I lived in the old house on Riverside. And I think I was dating the comedian at that point. So you definitely weren't.
Oh, okay.
Yet. But I don't know why. Because I don't think you went with us. But the thing was, I got all, you would know, in Deep Space Nine. Like the woman who had her hair pulled back and she had all the dots.
Oh yeah, was it Dax?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. Is that who it was?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I kind of half-assed a costume for that. So we went up to the old Renaissance Hotel up there, and found out that it was the day before.
Oh no! Wait, I may have gone.
See,
with you.
I only remember that I was dating that guy because I remember that he went with me.
Wait, I remember. I may have gone with you. I think I did. Were
you in costume too? Were you wearing a Star Trek uniform?
I don't remember, but I think that I went. I remember that now. Yes,
oh my God.
I do. And it was up north, right? North Austin. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, I went too. Yeah, and we went on the road.
I didn't remember you being with me as much as I remembered my shame of walking into a hotel lobby at a con that wasn't there. I mean,
yeah. Well, one year I went with my friend Linda. The year after I graduated, she graduated the year after, and I went with her. I was her date for the senior prom.
Yeah.
up in San Francisco. And my mom and...
Your school had
you know,
its prom in San Francisco?
It was in San Francisco, at a hotel in San Francisco.
Because San Jose sucks so bad.
Yeah. But anyway, so my mom and my mom and Aunt Nancy and I guess Roxanne, we're going to go up and go out to dinner and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they dropped us off at the hotel. They dropped us off at the wrong hotel.
Oh, no.
Where there was no prom. So we had to call the hotel that it was actually at. And they were able to go into the prom room and get Mrs. Peterson.
Oh, God.
And Mrs. Peterson came and drove to the hotel to bring us over there and then drove us back to the wrong hotel so Mom and Aunt Nancy could pick us up.
Oh, my God. That's amazing that they were able to do that. Yeah, because in the days before cell phones, no way to get hold of your mom and tell her, oh no, here's a problem, but here's the address. Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, we called the hotel and they were can you
amazing.
Go find either Mrs. Peterson or Mrs. Benz? And they found Mrs. Peterson and she was like, oh my God. And anyway, she came to get us.
That's very nice of her.
And then she brought us back in time for, my mom and Aunt Nancy to come pick us up.
That's so fucking funny. Do you remember, oh my God, do you remember... God, what would it have been at Project Acon? What was the very first time that we went to a con at the Hyatt Regency in DFW Airport?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that way back in the early days, there were 2 identical Hyatt Regencies at opposite ends of the airport complex?
Oh.
Do you remember?
No, I do
there?
Know but now it's the Regency and then the fancy Hyatt on the other side now. But yeah.
No, but that was there too. No, but there were 2 Hyatt Regencies, and when you don't know there's 2, you're not making sure you go to the right one.
Yeah,
and we went. I'm pretty sure you had to have been in the car with me because we wouldn't have gone up separately back then. We always went together.
No.
We're like, okay, we're at a con, woohoo! And we go into the lobby, and it doesn't look like there's a con happening. And then we talk to the people, and they're like, oh no, it looks like your reservation is at the other Hyatt Regency.
Oh God,
and it's
no, I don't remember that.
I mean, why would anyone do that? Why? Why would you have 2? And I swear to God, fucking identical.
But that was back when we could just walk through the catwalk and walk through the airport and go into the other hotel. It was pre 9/11.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't know. Maybe that one. Maybe we went to a con at some point in that one, and maybe that was the one that had the catwalk that went into the airport.
Oh,
because
yeah.
The one where we went 10 billion times definitely never had a catwalk, because where would it have been?
Because I remember the catwalk going right into the hotel for Acon. Because Acon was there numerous times before it moved.
And of course Uncommon Con and...
Yeah.
But I don't know if Uncommon Con... See, that's the thing. Once I realized, because I had this thought not that long ago, and once I realized, wait, where... Because in my head, even though at one time there was 2, we went... Or hell, maybe the one that was the right one was the one with the walk, and then the one that eventually we started going to all the time was the time I went to the wrong one.
Yeah. Oh, because God, who knows?
Because we were always like, okay, we're in here and here. Oh, look, we're standing in the location where Noslin was standing when she was having the Noslin wedding. And this is where Schmeckel walked up to us and was like, oh, are you, am I allowed to talk to you, or whatever his bullshit.
Oh, God,
so many things happened at the Hyatt Regency, but now my brain is like, it just has to be okay.
Yes.
Because I'm always very, very attached to, like, this is the exact spot where this happened.
Yep.
I've been that way my whole life. And so now it's like, it's hard, although with all the remodeling and shit, it's hard to imagine.
Yeah.
Like, well, is this where the couch was that we were sitting when Ted Raimi was over there up against the window? Like, was that even this building now?
Yeah.
It's very confusing.
Oh my God.
When drunk Ted Raimi was trying to pick up some girl.
I was
just good old days.
Actually thinking about that the other night. I was actually thinking about
drunk Ted?
Yes. And I was like, he was so plastered. I don't know that he could have even gotten it up when they got up to his hotel room. She would have been really disappointed because he was 3 sheets to the wind, you know?
Well, you know, the thing, I mean, I'll just be honest. Women are so used to not being sexually satisfied that just rolling around naked with someone is good enough, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Because there's no way that man could have gotten his dick hard with it being that level of drunk. There's no fucking way. Yeah. He wasn't that young at the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. But, yeah, because women, like, we don't get our fortune cookie at the end of the meal, if you know what I mean.
That's so fucking funny, though. I was literally thinking about either last night or the night before. Isn't that weird?
Maybe it was the same time that I was trying to remember. And I even went like online, like trying to find evidence. And I did find something. It wasn't exactly clear enough. It was like, no, I need photographs of both hotels. I need floor plans of the lobby. I need all of it. Because god damn it. They brought that shit on themselves. It had to have happened constantly with people going to the wrong one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what it is? You know what brought that back to me? Because you were texting me that stuff about goddamn Kevin Sorbo. And so I started thinking about Hercules and Xena fandom. Mm. And then, of course, it went back to, Ted Raimi. And,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Wasn't the con...
So that's what, yeah.
Was it... What was it? Was it one of the controls that Sorbo was at? Was it the same con where we met Roberta de Montrose?
Yes, it was the same con with Roberta de Montrose and that crazy woman, the troll whipper.
With the troll whipper and Myrrh purring in my ear. All of those things happened. And Sorbo being there, but neither of us, even back then when we loved Hercules, because we were big fans of the Hercules and the Xena.
Yes.
But we were not into him in any... I mean, if Aeolus was there, I would have been all over him. But yeah, Sorbo, like, sitting at a table, and we're like, whatever.
Oh, yeah, I remember, Trisha was... she's like, oh, God, Sorbo is so hot.
Well, the valedictorian, she had a Hercules.
She was all about the Sorbo. I was never so about the
into
Sorbo.
The Sorbo.
I was more into Aeolus than Sorbo.
So Aeolus was hot, and he was like little and cute, and he still looks good.
Oh my God! Remember Schmeckel? Every time the show came on, when they would say his name, he would get mad, and he would say, "You mean Aeolus?"
Oh God. Aeolus. Like, even if you look at it written, it's like, okay, I can say, like, maybe, but you're watching it on television and you hear people say the name. You know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Oh, I know.
It's their show. It's his character's name.
Yeah.
He knows what his name is.
Yeah.
But, Schmeckel knew more than everyone else because he was raised right.
Oh, Lord. It's so funny.
I gotta do one of these things again. This is Canary of the Canary PI audio drama. I'm just a run-of-the-mill PI trying to make a buck for his next corned beef sandwich. A magnet for the strange, a lure for the macabre. Sometimes the worst kind of monsters are very human. Other times, it's unexplainable. Peculiar short stories with a revolving cast of colorful characters. Say that 10 times fast. Mixing noir, horror, mystery, and drama. Reach us at rpcanarypi.carrd.co or look up Canary PI in your favorite search engine. Gotta go. Lunch is here. Hey, where's the pickle?
It's so funny because I was chatting with Alan the other day too, and we were just reminiscing about cons in the past.
Oh, the good old days of cons.
Because I've been listening to all the Tenchi music and stuff.
Oh, yes.
You know, and I was like, it was so much fun being into anime in the 90s.
Oh my god.
Because it was still a subculture.
Oh, yeah.
You had to work hard to get anime.
Oh, yeah. That's why you had things like the anime club at UT. And
yeah,
you would go
and I remember...
and watch Mononoke Hime, like years before anyone else in the United States heard of it.
And to get anime, remember there was all these like groups online where you would send blank VHS tapes.
Oh, the good old days.
And then you would get them back with copies of fan subtitled anime.
Right. Fan sub was so
the only
elite.
way to get it, and you would just trade tape for tape. There was no money exchanged.
Oh, God, yeah.
And that's how it was. And it was like a whole secret society subculture thing. And that was so fun. And then it just exploded. Remember, Akon went from 600 people to 20,000.
Yes! Oh, my God.
And now they sent 20,000
And we were like, oh, well, we're not going to... Like when my nephew suddenly was going to Akon.
Yeah, that's not fucking the same.
Yeah.
You get 20,000 teenagers all thinking they know everything about anime because they watch fucking Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? It's like...
if you don't know what Neon Evangelion or
oh, I know.
Oh God. Yeah. The people, well, it's kind of like
the classics back then. Evangelion, Cowboy Bebop.
Oh shit.
Tenchi, the Slayers, Fushigi Yugi.
Oh, Fushigi Yugi. Yeah. But you'd have people every once in a while, like back when anime was hard to get, there would be people who'd be like, oh yes, I love, I love Japanimation.
I know.
I love Akira. And that would be the fucking Akira movie, and that's it. Like, maybe they watched, what was it, Star Blasters or whatever, that old TV show. Oh,
it's Star Blazers.
Star Blazers, yeah. I didn't live anywhere where that was. Yeah. So there was all kinds of things like Speed Racer. I didn't know Speed Racer. When people, in high school, after I moved here, when people would talk about Speed Racer, I always thought they were talking about Speed Buggy, which was one of those terrible, Scooby-Doo-esque Hanna-Barbera cartoons where it's a bunch of teenagers and then instead of a talking dog, they had a talking dune buggy.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And, thank God I never saw that.
Oh, there's so many of the following the Scooby-Doo template, but it's something else. So I used to be like, I can't believe people are so into Speed Buggy. That's really weird. God,
but it was so much fun when it was a full-on subculture, and it was a secret society. We all knew everything that we were talking about,
Oh yeah, and because the stuff that was available here was shitty dubbed and rewritten shit. Even before Sailor Moon was being shown here. I mean, if you knew Sailor Moon back in the day, you knew the Japanese Sailor Moon, which meant, lesbians and whatnot. But when you watched it in America, it was dubbed, it was badly acted, and it was dubbed generally was the worst, unless you were watching Slayers, in which case, Slayers, where Amelia Filionel those characters were
Yes.
from Slayers, and Lena Inverse. And
But I remember meeting the actress that played Lena Inverse
oh my
at
god,
a con.
oh really?
The year that I went with, it was the same year with the Tenchi costumes with Larissa.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
And I remember telling her, and she was not offended at all. I said, this is the only show that I like dubbed.
Because the acting is so
Because you are
bad.
so fucking over the top and you remind me of Linnea Quigley.
But it's not. But wait, so it was the Japanese actress or the American actress?
No, it was the American actress that did the voice of Lena.
I'm actually a little shocked that they had an American actress there. But anyway, yeah, because the acting is so
and
stupid.
She was like, oh, I know, it was totally over the top. And because it totally was on purpose, right?
Well, that character is nuts. I mean...
yeah.
But everyone on that show was terrible.
And don't you remember, and it used to be like there would be like a battle between, well, you're not a real fan because you like dubbed.
Oh, well, But in the early days, I mean, that's because the only way you could get fan sub stuff is to be ultra elite, like,
yeah, you had to either download it off torrent and know where to go.
But even before torrent, when you're talking...
Or you had to do the VHS mail exchange, what I used to do and Alan used to do, and that's how we got it. You know?
And back then it was like the internet existed, but only barely, like not anywhere near the way it is now. Like, you had to be on Usenet or some kind of bulletin board somewhere. If I remember right,
I remember it was like, you send like 3 blank tapes, and then you'll get back 2.
Right.
Because 1 tape was the payment.
Right, yeah.
You know, oh, that was so awesome.
God, I remember...
Those were the good old days.
Knowing exactly which kind of waterproof, padded mailing envelope could fit a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, if you had something, you had to copy it for people when you were involved in fandom.
Oh yeah.
Because if someone else didn't get their own recording of it, they weren't going to be able to get it anywhere.
And
because,
that was why it was
like,
very
YouTube
important.
didn't exist. You couldn't send...
Yep.
You couldn't just point someone to YouTube and show them something.
Oh, hell no.
Everybody had hard drives filled with little, you know, MOV files. And WAV files. And MIDI files. So we loved MIDI.
Yeah, but you know, and if you were a true fan back then, you had to have 2 machines. Because you couldn't survive without 2 machines.
And then you have people like Felianelle and I who have one of, I don't know, maybe it's one of the last remaining VHS to DVD recorders, which we did a lot of recording when you were here last year.
I was going to say it's still... In fact, I watched...
Isle of Secret Passion.
Isle of Secret Passion not that long ago. Yes. Oh, because I love it. And I still, to this day, whenever I see Helena do her first soliloquy, it makes me laugh.
Oh, my God.
And I remember laughing and laughing and laughing and Felianelle just looking at me sort of
he could...
Okay.
Just, you know, his level of enjoyment for things. You know, I mean, so obviously he appreciates, you know, bad movies. I mean, look at most of... I mean, yes, he's a huge John Carpenter fan and all that shit, but it's not unusual for me to wake up in the morning and trudge downstairs and he's in there watching, you know, some fucking slasher piece of shit from the 80s.
Yeah,
and it's like, what are you watching? God.
Yeah. But I do remember him, when I was laughing, I remember him looking at me with this little smile on his face. And it made me really happy because he was very amused, but it was also very fond.
Okay.
It was like almost affectionate, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. God.
Yeah, because he was like, yeah, you're so fabulous, Pitney, because nobody else thinks this is amusing as you do. You know? And that's probably right.
That's the thing, it's like people don't know how great the Isle of Secret Passion is, and they have no way of seeing it. Oh my God.
Oh, I know. Oh, we should rent out the Castro Theater and do a show.
Oh my God.
Nobody would come.
I don't know. I think there might, we might be surprised. We might be surprised.
Welcome to the Skeptical Chaps with myself, Spike, and my esteemed co-hosts, Dr. Dan and Ollie.
Hello. Hello.
Every episode we're on to know about anything from news, social media, politics, current affairs, absolutely anything that annoys or delights us. And if you're underage or easily offended, you probably should not be listening. But Dr. Dan wants you to listen anyway.
Give it a go.
Thank you.
We've been contacted by the Bitchen Boutique.
Oh, hello.
You know Bitchen Boutique? They have a little jingle that they play for us, apparently.
Yes.
I think they're saying it's a bit out of date now. And they said, could we send them a new one? Can we make them a new one? And I'm thinking, we're far too lazy and disorganised to do that. So if you want to take a clip from this, right now what I'm saying, and play that in your podcast, Bitchen Boutique, we'd be fine with that.
I support this message.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, thank you for listening to the Bitchen Boutique podcast, whatever the hell that's about. I don't know what they're talking about in this episode, but I'm sure I agree with it. And, listen to us as well.
Yes, we're the
Skeptical Chaps.
We're the three Skeptical Chaps, but there's only two of us.
And if you don't...
Two Skeptical Chaps, but there's three of us.
How very dare you.
Is the Bitchen Boutique still bitching?
Diplomatic community.
Let's have a little Peeves. Peeves.
Oh, yes. Do you want me to go first? Or do you
I
want to go
think I
first?
want you to, because last time you weren't ready, but
All right, so...
we have a small sip of beverage.
This is I have a specific peeve, but it's into a more general peeve, of lifetime peeve that you will be well aware of with me.
Okay.
Is I fucking despise commercials.
Yes.
And there are commercials that I have not seen in years.
But you can still feel the rage.
But I will think about them and I will get enraged.
Yeah. It's mostly voiceover people, or it's usually the acting.
Yeah, the one that really enrages me, that I'm just going to say because it makes me laugh, and then I'll go with the specific thing. There was this one commercial, I think it was for ice cream.
Okay.
But it was like a mother and a father and a kid in a kitchen. And the kid was having, or maybe it was cereal or something, I don't know. And the kid was having something. And the father grabbed it from the kid and started eating it. And was like, had this really like smarmy look on his face. And he said, "I'm a grown-up."
Oh.
Because he was eating like some sugary, sweet bullshit.
So it was
And
like grown up ice cream instead of kid ice cream? Is that what it was?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like, "I like this because I'm a grown-up." And it was just, oh my God, it just like, it sent me into fucking orbit.
I don't remember. Okay.
But anyway, but specifically my peeve.
Your current peeve, yes.
I despise any fucking commercials where people goddamn dance in the commercial.
Oh, well, that's been true a long time. I have a lot of memories of you being mad that someone was really excited about their car insurance or something, and so they were doing a little dance.
But, it started, recently, like, the goddamn drug commercials.
Oh.
Where the one with the baseball team dancing and singing with the baseball bats about lowering their A1C.
I don't know the baseball team.
That just sets me the fuck off. But the one that really sets me the fuck off is the newest Chick-fil-A commercial.
Oh my God.
Where they're advertising some new, like, root beer floats.
Okay.
and they have all these people dressed up like the 50s dancing in the restaurant with their root beer floats.
Dancing in a Chick-fil-A.
And it just fucking irks me.
Oh my god. I'm just realizing, like, it's been a really long time since I've seen a Chick-fil-A commercial. But I think it's because we got rid of the cable box. So we only watch, like, streaming things or things that we own. So we don't see... And, well, unfortunately, we're seeing commercials like fucking Christy Gnome ice commercials and local, like, Texas, because we have a primary coming up in Texas in March. And so there's all kinds of political ads, but Philionel pointed out to me, he goes, you know what I noticed? In these political ads, they never say what party they are. Like, that's a new thing.
Oh, yeah, because...
For politicians in Texas to just go, I really love Texas, and I'm running for this office, and brr, brr, brr. And they don't.
Oh, yeah, because they know the
thing.
Republicans are so hated, they don't even want to be identified, you know.
You know, unlike the guy who's running for agriculture commissioner, who, he was in my class in high school. I drove by a sign the other day and saw a name and went, no, that can't be. Because it said, Texas conservative, blah, blah, blah. And I found I found him on Facebook and it's like, yep, that's the one I went to high school with. And he's even listed on his Facebook, like his campaign Facebook page. He says he's a Trump conservative. It's like, oh, so you're not? So whatever the fuck that means.
Special, he's a Trump conservative.
But my favorite.
Isn't that special?
What I want to do is I want to get the picture from the yearbook of him and my friend Cliff during the week that every day for a week these two guys came to school wearing mini skirts. It was to protest how guys, obviously you lived in Texas a long time. You know how fucking hot it gets here. But the end of August is when school starts. I mean, it's like when school starts, and even when it ends, it's already starting to get super, super hot. Nobody could wear shorts to school. I mean, there was a lot of rules back then, like, no facial hair at all.
But the girls could wear scarves.
Guys' hair could not touch their collar. No facial hair. No, all kinds of shit. But because guys because nobody could wear shorts, but girls could wear little skirts. I mean, it wasn't like micro mini or anything, but when it's really fucking hot out and you're like being forced to wear jeans to school. Yeah. So these two guys, this Trump conservative being one of them, both very tall, thin, basketball player kids.
Yeah.
Show up for a week wearing mini skirts that I guess they got from their girlfriends or whatever. But I don't know about Nate so much, but Cliff definitely got sent to the principal's office a lot.
Oh, how fabulous, though.
And, picture in the yearbook, and that's one of the reasons why I remember him, the guy who's running for ag commissioner. Like, I don't even know, like, why would I even know him?
He'd probably be so embarrassed now. Like,
that's what. Well, and what's funny is that the one that I was friends with, I found him recently on Facebook, and he now has like a Nation of Islam kind of a name, and he's living in Oakland, and he's like super activist badass, like,
how fabulous.
Oh my god, it's just so. But I gotta say, the reason why he and I became friends, like, we might not have, because he was like an athlete and I was not,
yeah.
But he was also really cool. But one day in biology class, he was talking to someone else about, like, just well, when I was a kid, when you would go to school and this would happen and this would happen. And it all sounded extremely familiar to me, but everyone in our little rural high school in Texas is going, what? No. You mean like 10-year-olds on the playground French kissing? You know, and just like, what? What are you talking about? So I turn around and I'm like, my school was the same way, dude. And everyone's like, what? And I was like, now I have to ask you where you grew up, because obviously it wasn't here. He goes, oh, it's a town in California. You wouldn't have ever heard of it. I'm like, try me, dude. I lived in San Jose for 6 years.
Yeah.
And he was like, I mean, Fremont? And I laughed so hard. I was like, dude, you grew up in Fremont? Oh my God.
It just reminds me of the time when I was working at Ross. I just remember when it just triggered what you were talking about, you know, the scandalous French kissing in 10th grade.
Yeah, no, 10-year-olds. I'm not saying 10th grade. I'm saying 10-year-olds.
Oh, 10-year-olds.
I saw 9-year-olds French kissing.
Oh.
I knew my first pot smoker at 10.
It just reminded me of this guy that I went to high school with that I became friends with because we worked at Ross together for a couple years. And he was telling me about this other girl, you know, this other classmate of mine. Yeah. And he referred to her, so she was such a rad slut. Because apparently she sucked all the stoner boys' dicks at school.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it just reminded me of that.
And she was a rad slut? That's fabulous.
And she was such a rad slut.
Those are two words you don't expect to hear together. I love it.
Isn't that fabulous?
I want to be a rad slut. It's too late for me.
Hey, we both were in our day.
I was a slut for a very short period, but I really crammed a lot into that very short period.
You know, hey, we were rad sluts back in our day, and it was fun.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
But anyway, so what is your...
Yeah, I totally derailed your whole peeve thing. So, okay, mine is, because a couple days ago, I was sitting in a waiting room before my annual mammogram, which I'll just say as a side note, mammograms with these boobs, which are still hefty, but nowhere near the jugs I carried around my whole life. Yeah. Mammogram, not exactly pleasant because it's a mammogram, but it was not nearly as painful or as difficult or as complicated as trying to get accurate scans on enormous flesh bags.
On those. Yes.
I mean,
fabulous.
So anyway, so back to my peeve. While I was sitting in the waiting room, waiting my turn to go get imaging done, well, I'll say after I checked in, when I turned to go find a place to sit down, I realized immediately that the seat where I might normally want to sit, because it's more comfortable for me, was occupied, and so I had to go sit in a regular chair like a normal person. And the thing is that, and it's not everywhere, a lot of places just have like your average chair, and no matter what size the person is, they just have to sit in it. So my peeve is when some skinny ass bitch is sitting in the extra wide chair in the waiting room. Like, this waiting room actually had 3 of those chairs, but none of them were available to me. And I don't always need the extra wide chair. It's like, it might as well be a love seat. It's not quite the size of 2 chairs, but it's like a chair and a half. But it is definitely better for me to sit in a chair like that, because when I sit in a normal chair, there's a really good chance that the sides of my butt are gonna rub down the armrests, when I'm sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got just some skinny bitch thinking, oh, look at me, I'm sitting, look at this nice chair. Oh, isn't this great?
Oh, yeah.
Like, look at me, I'm the queen. I get the big chair. It's like, take your size 2 ass out of the fat woman chair. Because, and eventually though, you know, some other people came in, and because I was already sitting in a chair, I wasn't, you know, when other people got up to go for their appointments, I didn't run and go take their chair. But I got to see some other biggins, like myself, come in and use the big chair, and I was like, okay, well, you just stay there, because nobody else is allowed to sit in that chair. It's like, god damn it.
And I bet that skinny whore was probably sprawling out and spending all of her time watching goddamn TikTok on her phone.
I mean, I don't know. I only care about the fact that it's just like parking in a handicap spot when you don't have a handicap placard, or you know, using the handicap stall in the restroom. Now, granted, if everything else is full, go in there, but go fast, because if the wheels start rolling up and you're in there, that's not cool. But yeah, it's like, you know, that's not for you. It's there. It's like, yes, it's big and comfy. Yes, it's nice, but it ain't for your ass. It's for my ass. So, you know, yeah.
Amen.
That's my peeve. But I did have medical adventures. I not only did I have that mammogram, I went to the hand doctor guy, and I got really, really big steroid shots into the fleshy part of my thumb, like the palm part of my thumb.
Oh.
And it was fabulous because in the shot, it was steroids, but also a bit of lidocaine. So my thumbs actually went completely numb for a bit. And the guy was like, of course, he was always impressed that my ability to just give me the shot. I've had so many shots.
Oh, I know, but the lidocaine is supposed to be like painless going in because of the lidocaine, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing that helped more than that was the can of really, really cold air, but wet, and like spraying and like freezing that part of my skin as much as possible.
Oh, that's right. They did that to my knee before they gave me the shot. Yeah.
That stuff is like,
yeah,
man, it doesn't help way down inside, but it helps that first couple layers of skin. So the initial poke isn't as terrible, but the lidocaine, like he went down in there deep and gave me the big shot, and then he pulled out just a little bit and then gave me the rest of it, so that I had like a depth to where all the steroids were.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, he's good, but then my thumbs went numb, and he was like, oh, you know, it's going to feel good for a bit, but later tonight it's going to really hurt, but it'll all work out.
And it did.
Oh my God. Yeah. My thumbs were completely numb, and I was like, this is so weird. They don't feel like it. Of course, I still couldn't move them because my ligaments and stuff.
And then the pain started.
And then, that night it was like, oh, I want to die. Oh my God. But I can almost straighten this thumb, and I can move it. Like, it's not 100%, but it's so much better. It's like,
that's good, because it takes a day.
And in a few weeks, I'll make another appointment so I can get some more shots, because he goes, yeah, as bad as it is, because he was like poking around on there and going, oh my God, you're really inflamed. And he was just like,
but what does he think it is?
It's actually
just soft tissue damage because of whatever? Or like, what does he think it is?
Well, it actually, I told him that I had done all the, I'd been searching online to try and come up with a way to explain what's wrong. And I said, it's like trigger finger, but it's the opposite. And trigger finger is called that because you wake up in the morning, like while you're asleep, kind of like the opposite of plantar fasciitis, which I know you know about. So like you're sleeping and your toes point a little bit while you're asleep, and then that tendon or whatever yoinks up behind your ankle, and then when it's time to put your foot on the floor, it doesn't want to be in the proper. So it's that kind of idea, but like your hand goes into a loose fist while you're sleeping, and then when you wake up, like at least 2 of your fingers refuse to straighten. It's like you're like your pinky and like, you know, you've got, so it looks like you're pew pew with your hand. But he said that what's happening with my thumbs, because it's actually kind of the opposite. And he said it actually is exactly the same as trigger finger. It just happens differently on the thumb. So I wake up with my thumb straight or sort of straight, and I can't bend it. Like the joint and everything inside that connects everything together, everything is so inflamed and fucked up that it's like it just doesn't, you can't bend
Interesting. Can they give you like some kind of a brace to wear at night to keep your thumbs in a certain position?
No, because there really isn't a good position, but I do have, I have all kinds of, because I've been having hand problems for years. And of course, in the starting at last year, I had like the surgery, and then I had other injections and whatever. Every time they fixed one thing, I'd find out something else hurt. But because the whole hand hurt, I didn't notice, oh wait, this stuff, that's how I found out after my carpal tunnel surgery that I had that tiny, tiny bit of arthritis in this thumb on the back, but not on the palm side, because the back is where the arthritis is.
Oh, interesting. So the only reason I was asking, because when I had that really bad bout with my feet, 4 years ago.
Oh, yeah, well, they make things to keep your foot.
I had to sleep with these things that bent my toes back.
Right. That's not technically bending them back.
And it actually felt good.
Oh, yeah. Because it basically is putting your feet in the position that they'd be in if you were standing up.
Yeah, but it was like stretching my toes back a little bit, and it actually felt good. But anyway, that's why I was wondering if they had to do something.
I have a lot of braces. Most braces are like to keep your wrist from moving or things like that. But I do have, I actually have some now that you can either have them in the freezer or you can put them in the microwave for a little bit, so you can have hot or cold, and they're really, really thick, and there's like gel in them, and it's sort of like a little tube for your thumb to go in, and then it's just really thick around the palm of your hand, and it just goes a little ways down your wrist. And my hands were so fucked up that even though having those on felt wonderful, putting them on was almost impossible, because my thumbs would be like almost frozen to my hand, like having your thumb pressed up against your finger, and I would have to like pull my thumb out to be able to get it to go down. And it was like, I was like, okay, just 1, 2, 3, go. Like, just get it, just do it, and shove it in there, and then it'll feel better. You can relax, and it'll.
Oh God!
But those were, those are nice to get them nice and cold, and then go to bed and just hope I fall asleep before they warm up.
Yeah.
And then they weigh a ton. It's like wearing, like, like they have like weights that you strap to your wrists and your ankles.
Yeah.
They feel like I'm wearing weights.
Oh, interesting.
So when I wear them, like while I'm watching TV and stuff, I do like arm lifts and things.
I was
like,
just going to say you could do exercises.
I'm getting my exercise in wearing my wrist braces. Yeah, my little thumb pillow thing, which is wonderful.
It sucks getting old because, I got wrist braces, I got knee braces, I got foot braces.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoy our show, please take a moment to rate and review us wherever you listen.
If you send us a screenshot of your review, we'll send you a Bitchen Boutique sticker.
Everyone loves stickers. Please subscribe or add us to your favorites wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribers get new episodes first and are also more attractive.
Drop us a line anytime at PitneyAndAmelia@gmail.com.
We'd love to hear from you.
I thought I was going to need a knee brace because Loki, the world's most giant dog, decided to come running across the room, and he decided he was going to, like, jump up with his front legs and be on the foot thing where I was in the recliner. But where he landed was my leg, and one foot was on my knee, and the other one was on my lower leg. And I mean, we don't know for sure that he's a 90-pound dog, but it sure does feel like a 90-pound dog.
Oh, I think he is.
He's a big...
Because he's about the size of Lindbergh. Yeah, he's about 90 pounds. Yeah.
I mean, to think, I have friends who have dogs that are like 110, 120. And I'm like...
Yeah, he's a 90-pound baby boy.
And the training is going better. I'm trying to come up with a command to get him to not care that there's dogs next door. I don't know if we can ever do that, but I'm working on it.
Hey, good. Oh, I wish I could see him again, but who knows when that's going to happen.
We'll come up with something. He just can't. Can't leave the county.
I ain't coming up this year, but
Yeah.
Or down this year, over this year, whatever I'm not coming over this year.
It's like it's over and down. It's over and some down.
I ain't coming over and down this year.
No. Yeah.
But it ain't gonna happen. But that's
okay.